So Bayern Munich, we've just won 4-2 in their Klassiker versus Borrusia Dortmund. Thomas Tuchel gets off to a winning start, and let's talk about some of his tactics, some of the key simple changes, the simple changes we've been calling for months from Julian Nagelsmann, and Thomas Tuchel just delivered a simple but effective game plan. Let's go through these tactics, the picture analysis, my thoughts. I'll give my player ratings for the game. So this is how Bayern Munich lined up in this 4-2-3-1 formation. And in when we were pressing, sometimes we would go into a 4-3-3 formation like this, because this would be the Muller and Goretzka would be covering the two Dortmund holding mids, and that would pen them in and not make them able to play outwards. And when Dortmund went with one holding mid like Emre Can, then Goretzka would drop back, cover Bellingham, for example, and Kimmich cover the other attacking mid, and Muller would be on Emre Can as that attacking mid. And then in attack, we did rock with this 4-2-3-1 system, but we also interchanged with the 4-3-3. But this 4-2-3-1 system, it's simple, it's effective, it's the Jupp Heynckes, it's the Hansi Flick, it's the Bayern bread and butter. And it worked a charm yet again. Muller, right here, he was the glue for all attacks. He was on the left, he was on the right, he was up, he was down, he was turning round and round. He was all over the pitch the whole game. He was overlapping Sane. He was just partnering, Choupo-Moting up top. It was really a Muller masterclass, and I'll talk about that more in the pictures. I'll have a few moments of Muller's brilliance, because Muller was really the glue which linked all the Bayern play together, and he was so crucial for Bayern's pressing too. Whether they were pressing in the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-3, Muller was at the heart of it. Coman was so crucial in this left role. He stuck really far out wide, really right towards the touchline, and this created a relief for Bayern to get the balls to him, because Dortmund couldn't mark him. So Bayern would often play those long balls from Pavard, Kimmich, Muller, over to Coman, then Coman would run. It provided relief to get out of the Dortmund press, and was a crucial strategy that Bayern used. On the right hand side, Leroy Sane was here in the attack, but Sane always cut in, so maybe he started off wide, but he always cut in. And then you could have interplay with Muller, who might go here, Choupo-Moting might be switching around. But the key tactic also was that Pavard goes up and supports Sane. So Pavard was pushing really high. And actually, this was the exact lineup I predicted for this match also, except Mane for Coman. And I actually wanted Coman instead of Mane. Even in fact, when Mane came on, he wasn't very good. But it was just an all-around excellent performance from Bayern. The defense was really solid. De Ligt, Upamecano, so solid. And also, we also saw that Coman, Sane stay really far wide. And sometimes in Bayern's build-up, it looked a bit like this, with Kimmich at the heart of it. Like in Nagelsmann, he was playing as a lone six, and then Goretzka and Muller were able to receive the ball. But because the wingers are so wide, it stretches the defense. So we saw this in the first goal. Upamecano plays a ball to Sane, and then Sane, Coman makes a meal out of it. But it was because Sane and Coman were so wide, then they could make those incisive runs inside. It was just like Jupp Heynckes. It's like Coman is Frank Ribery. He's even French. And Sane was Arjen Robben, always cutting in on that right side. Philipp Lahm, Pavard, overlapping. Thomas Muller in the middle doing his thing. It was just the quintessential Bayern performance. The 4-2-3-1 we always wanted from Nagelsmann. None of the tactical tinkering, none of the changes. We just wanted the simple 4-2-3-1, and it worked. And so many vibes of just Hansi Flick's first game in charge versus Dortmund. That was a 4-0 win, this was 4-2, but one thing to mention, Muller, when Muller came off, Bayern lost that attacking structure, and that's partly why Bayern conceded the goals. But let's go straight into these pictures now from just an amazing game. So, as I was saying, we really had this like 4-3-3 formation, and you see here Sane is really far wide, Coman is far wide, and you see Muller and Goretzka. So it was a 4-3-3 in attack at times, Kimmich as a lone CDM. So Muller and Goretzka provide so many options, but Coman, you see, he's wide open here, because Marius Wolf has to track Goretzka, because Goretzka was pushing forward all game and creating problems, creating overloads for Bayern. And then in this one, Sane is so wide, so they can make these incisive runs inside. and that's how the goal came about. Yes, Kobel makes a mess out of it, but Sane is on to that run, and he's lurking with great attacking intent. And then for this one, it is definitely just Bayern having that high press. You see here, Pavard is gonna push up to this player, so it shows that Thomas Tuchel was really making all the players go forward and all the players move with intensity, and we were just really high pressing with great intensity, and that meant that we could win the ball high up the pitch in these areas, which could force quick overloads to Kingsley, Coman, to Choupo-Moting, for example, and that's how we created many chances and almost scored. Then also, another thing to mention is that 4-2-3-1 press that we were rocking. So you see here clearly 4-2, so this is the 1 and then the 2-3. In this position, Choupo and Muller interchanging. And this was a theme of Bayern's play. The players often interchanged, but they remained in the same structure. They remained in the 4-2-3-1 the whole time, despite these type of interchanges. So that is why Bayern were so good. 4-2-3-1. You see here, because it was one lone CDM, that's why it can 4-2-3-1 press can work. And then if the press does really happen, it would go like this, for example, and then Sane might go in here. You see, they all come together, and they were all swarming Dortmund's attack, basically. Sometimes it was with the 4-3-3 press, and this is what I was talking about. When the two CDMs drop back, then the two midfielders come here, and then there's a lone midfielder somewhere here. So it was like this sort of system, a 4-3-3 press. Didn't let the Dortmund midfielders get the ball, and therefore Bayern were able to attack, Bayern were able to press, Bayern were able to stamp their authority on the game. So just excellent tactics, nullifying Dortmund by Thomas Tuchel. Then here, we see the clear fluidity yet structure I was talking about. We had this in defense, as I was saying, with Muller pushing forward, for example, in front of Choupo-Moting, but also in attack, we still have this 4-2-3-1 here. We have Goretzka's left wing, Muller's the striker, Cam right wing, the right back. But you see here, they're all in different positions. Goretzka's left wing, Muller's striker, Coman is the Cam in this case. It was just very fluid, but we're always remaining in that 4-2-3-1 structure. It's not just haphazard, it's not unbalanced, it's totally balanced all the time. But the fluidity means that Dortmund defenders are unclear where to mark, where to look, and Bayern are just rocking and rolling all day, every day. Then we also must talk about, this is what I was saying, Sane and Pavard on the overlap, Sane always cutting in, and this is the goal. Sane crosses it in, but he was always cutting in, and those incisive passes, those grass skimmers that Sane does are so good across the ground. This is what I was also saying, Coman always providing the width. Here the ball is on its way to Kingsley Coman, and he's wide open in space, and this is a decent example, but there are also other examples where Wolf might be just here, but Coman all the way over here, and that long ball comes over, it provides relief, it helps break Bayern's press, and it means Coman with his pace could just turn on the afterburners and go choo-choo straight ahead. But it was just that type of performance from Coman and from Bayern. Now let's talk about Muller. He was the glue, my man of the match, man of the hour. 4-2-3-1 with Muller in the centre. It can never go wrong. All Bayern coaches who get sacked misuse Thomas Muller, and Tuchel is not misusing Thomas Muller, at least as far as the first game shows. You see Muller's the glue here. He's in the striker position. He was all over the pitch, but the intelligence just to play that 1-2 to the Goretzka, and Goretzka shoots. It's just unreal intelligence. He is so good, always making that extra pass. Also, the anticipation he has. Sane's shot comes in. You see Muller's behind Emre Can. He's behind Süle. But he just quickly pounces on that. He knows Sane with that dipping shot also dips right before the keeper. The keeper can't catch it. He has to parry it. And therefore Muller was on hand to score the rebound. But it's just his anticipation. His football IQ is second to none. And this was the most beautiful example. This is what I was saying also. Sane comes in, but Sane plays that incisive ball over to Davies. 99 players touch the ball here because they don't know what to do. But Muller, so intelligent. You see he gets his leg in front of Süle, so Süle can't block the ball. but also he lets the ball just dummy through his legs. He knows Coman is coming through the back, and Bayern score. It was just an amazing goal, and that goal, he's not credited on he doesn't get the assist, he doesn't get the goal, but that goal was Thomas Muller. What a player, and what a performance from him. This is like the Thomas Muller performance in Hansi Flick's first game. He seems reinvigorated, reinvented, rejuvenated, and it was amazing to see. So good to see. That little dummy from Muller, so cheeky. And also, 99 players take it on here. Maybe Muller should have taken it on here, but it shows about his intelligence. He plays that extra pass to Choupo-Moting, and Choupo-Moting should have scored here, arguably, but Muller was just the star of the show yet again. So overall, amazing Bayern performance. Thomas Tuchel's tactics worked to perfection. Bayern Munich were so strong in this game. The 4-2-3-1 is back, and I'm looking forward to see what Tuchel does in the future. Let me know your thoughts on this game if you were happy with it in the comments below, and goodbye.